What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner. Back in Ohio. That's right. I made it back all the way from St. Louis, riding through the rain, singing songs that I know weren't going to help stop the rain. Rain, Wayne, go away, come back another day, but it's still here. Anyway, made it back, but yesterday had the chance to listen to the president do his rally in Toledo, my state. Wish I could have made it, but had business. Nonetheless, did you see it? If not, do yourself the honor of going back and checking out the whole video. But one thing stood out particular that had me busting a gut. I'm talking when he said it, I almost threw up and out of laughter, not out of disgust like I feel when I'm dealing with the Democrats. This was like that throw up of like spit my water out because you just said something funny and I wasn't ready. I was drinking, relaxing, and you said, oh, threw up, that type of funny. Let's listen to the president address his whole approach when dealing with the strike against, I call him Solomon Grundy, but Soleimani, and how he felt and saw the Democratic Party and all of their arguing and complaining about not being a part. See, remember, these are the same people who spend and waste their time for 2.5, 3 years trying to impeach the president, dig up stupid investigations all over the place that never go anywhere, waste our time, waste our money, our tax dollars, chased around the Russia collusion thing for about 2 years, contributed and was the complete enabler for illegal immigration, for sanctuary cities, for all of the things that break down the fabric of the United States, for the narratives that divide us as a country, pushing nothing but racism, misogyny, all of the stuff they claim to be fighting against, but instead subliminally planting these feelings into their audiences to divide the country, so to help them, of course. Instead of spending the time working on legislation, instead of spending their time working on fixing problems, instead of spending their time getting briefs from the intelligence agencies, they wasted all of their time chasing the president. So then when an executive decision has to be made and they're not in on it, they got the nerve to be mad. Now, let's be honest. They're not really mad. They're mad because President Trump did some on his watch that was great. That's all they're mad about. If it was anybody else that would have did this, they would have celebrated him. Probably even if it was another Republican. Maybe not to the degree that they would celebrate it if it was a Democratic president. But see, Trump's in a special category of hatred for them. One, he calls them out constantly. He's not afraid to call out the corruption. Two, they can't control him, manipulate him, scare him, bully him, all the stuff that they're used to doing. Three, he is a complete threat to their way of corruption in life. The whole nest egg of power and of money and kickbacks and all of the things that they've spent their lifetime building up, Trump's a threat to that. So he's a loudmouth, out of control threat to their lifestyle, their power, all of that. He exposes them because he tells it like it is. He calls it out. And so last night, he said what I've been saying in my videos, and I'm sure many other people have been thinking. And then, of course, after you hear this, the response from the Democrats and the media are shocked. They can't believe he would say something like this. How could he say this about people in our Congress as if it's not true or possible? So let's listen in real quick.
He's traveling fast.
Now, this is the part he's talking about Solomon, I call him Salami. I got so many nicknames. I'm getting like Trump now, where I just nickname people. Soleimani, a.k.a. Salami, a.k.a. Solomon Grundy. Okay, so he's talking about how he travels fast, and yet the Democrats wanted President Trump to stop what he was doing, check in with them, and this is his take on it. Let's listen.
Adam lined up, Adam. You little pencil neck.
Oh. Knee slapper.
9 inches.
Oh, man. Now, first of all, the way he said that came from the bowels of his stomach. That was, he put a little extra, like I wanted to say a couple extra words after that, but I had to catch myself. Like, you little pencil neck. He emphasized that so strongly that you felt it. It was from the gut. I felt that from where I was watching it. And you know he wanted to be like, you little bleep, 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 pencil neck. But he just summed it all up. He channeled all that anger. He harnessed all of the disgust that he has towards Adam Schiff and put it in one word, pencil neck. And you know, Adam, it felt, wherever he was at, it felt like somebody punched him in the stomach. Oof, because he knows that for the rest of his days on this planet, he is pencil neck. But President Trump just didn't stop there with the pencil neck. See, he wanted to describe a couple more attributes about having that pencil neck, like I do oftentimes when I'm cutting on some of the people on the left as well. Let's continue.
He buys the smallest shirt collar you can get, and it's loose.
Oh, I couldn't have said it better myself. See, you got to create the vision in the mind of the people. First of all, you already start off by stating he has a pencil neck. But then you go one step further. You add to the comedy. This is what makes a great comedian, when they can scaffold. They can build off of the initial statement and create the image in the audience's mind. So now not only does he have a pencil neck, but he goes out and he buys the smallest collars you can find. They're like, all right, what's your neck size, Mr. Schiff? What's the smallest you make? Well, I mean, normally a normal sized grown man's neck range from, maybe like 15 to maybe 22 inches. Are you talking about like that? Anything smaller than that? Are we getting into children's shirts now, Mr. Schiff? Well, everything is grown man size except the neck. You got anything smaller for the neck? So let me get this straight. You want a normal size shirt with a very small collar. We're going to have to order that. We're going to have to go ahead and ship that out. Have somebody design that for you, Mr. Schiff. Okay, but don't tell nobody my neck that small. So he gets the smallest collars that he can find. And even with that, President Trump says, and it's still too big. That's what makes it special. That was the punchline. The small collar, but yet it's still too big. As if Schiff could slide a Cheerio over his head and it's wrapped around his neck and it's looking like a 1980 gold chain that rappers used to wear. The dually ropes, they called them, where it's just big for nothing. Out of control, just hanging off your neck. And that's what a shirt would look like around pencil neck's neck. Let's continue.
Now, come on, Adam. We got to meet faster, Adam. We got him lined up. We got to take this guy out. We're not going to have another shot at him maybe ever again.
Get him, Trump.
But I can't make it now because I'm trying to impeach Trump.
See, he says what everybody's thinking. First of all, he tells it in almost a story-like setting. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my thought. I'm thinking, what were you going to do anyway? Shift? Or Nancy, or any of you all that's complaining about President Trump's power should be contained and he should have to check in with us. These people spend half of the time on vacation. The other half is chasing the president around. And the rest of it, the little residual time they have, is on TV bashing the president. So why would we feel the need to call you guys? First of all, I don't trust none of them. Not one of them. Their hatred for Trump trumps their patriotism for the country. You can never trust a person like that with intel. I'm just saying. So I'm thinking the same thing. So here's Trump going ahead and saying what a whole bunch of people are thinking. And it ain't politically correct, but it's the truth. Let's continue.
Even though he did nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, did you say he did nothing wrong?
Nothing wrong.
They don't even know what the hell is going on.
Right.
In fact, it's so weak, she doesn't want to put in the articles. It's so weak. They're so pathetic.
They are.
They're so pathetic.
Thank you.
So they want us to call them.
Yeah.
Now, Schiff is a big leaker. He leaks to crazy CNN. See with the little red light on them?
All of them back there. All of them. Yeah. Tell it like it is, Trump.
Not too many people are watching CNN.
Don't pull your punches.
But he leaks.
He does.
So he'll say, off the record, I gotta hurry up because everyone's watching me in the hallway on my cell phone. Off the record, they've got the #1 terrorist in the world, Soleimani.
Yeah.
And they're gonna get him. They're gonna take him out.
Right.
In the next 10 minutes. Please don't tell anybody I told you, but So we have breaking news.
Exactly. So you see where Trump is going. Now remember, before he even went into this story, he said it very emphatically. He said, they want me to call them in a situation like this for what? So they can run back there to the fake news and leak it immediately. Now, I was watching some shows today and they were debating on whether Trump should have said that. And how could you accuse our people in Congress, our sitting member of Congress, of potentially leaking something so classified? And so I'm like, man, are you for real? All of the stuff they've been leaking about Trump, and to the point where they made them have to start storing their information in secure areas, like that conversation with the Ukrainian president that everybody was whining over, saying, oh, he tried to cover it up. No, he tried to make sure that all of these people that's in his organization that still as holdovers from the Clinton and the Obama era, all of those people that's around him, smile in your face. Oh, I want to take your place. They're backstabbers. Yeah, he said, no, man, we got to start securing everything because I don't trust them. I don't trust none of them. Just like he shouldn't have told Nancy or Schiff, because I said it even when they were going to do the raid on Baghdadi. I said, man, if he would have told them, they would have been like, all right, hey, Baghdadi. They probably had a direct line to Baghdadi. Hey, Baghdadi, I'm just going to give you a heads up. Trump's on his way. You might want to skirt. See, I don't trust them because they've shown no loyalty towards the country. They've shown no hatred towards real criminals, crime, terrorists, none of that. They soften the terms. They don't want to call people what they really are. Want to change up the terms. They don't want to identify countries that are hostile towards America as what they are. You know, they're not willing to do what it takes to secure our nation, to make sure our enemies respect us. And what Trump did was brilliant, which you're going to have to watch my next video to find out what he did and how I feel it was brilliant. Now, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. This was Comedy Hour, you know, with Trump. I love it. I'm sitting back watching the popcorn like, that guy's great. Who writes this for him? Who's his writer? He's great. Anyway, check me out every Wednesday night live in Kevin's Corner on Facebook, YouTube, and also my radio blog talk show. Don't forget to check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. If you like something, click on it. Put my name in the promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. If you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, feel free. On my live chat last week, they wouldn't allow people to chat live. I don't know. I got to figure that out. But hopefully I'll have it fixed by this Wednesday. YouTube's playing games. So anything you can do to bless me, I appreciate it. Now, find me also on Facebook and Twitter. And when you hit like, make sure that the like button sticks. See, I got to go over this every time because, you know, they play games. The like button, make sure it sticks. Also, make sure you're still subscribed. And then finally, make sure your settings are set for all settings, because YouTube, they'll sneak and get into your account and be like, let's change up everything. What? You don't want to be unsubscribed? We think you need to be. Click it. You know, they do games like that. Anyway, check me out every Wednesday, and you'll see my feelings on how President Trump changed the game and exposed Iran in my next video. God bless.